Hey guys, Preacher.
Strange Things is amazing.
So the Fake Nerd Guys book club. Right.
Preacher. All right, guys. Preacher.
Preach, brother.
Garth Ennis and the late great Steve Dillon,
who passed away
last week sometime. And I want to talk about this book because one, it has a TV show on right now, which you guys should be watching, which is awesome. It's really great. It's a prequel, so you don't even have to read the book to enjoy it. It actually it leads directly into the comic.
Oh, you're serious?
Serious, 100% serious.
All right.
This book, it's about a guy named Jesse Custer, and he's a preacher with the voice of God. So an angel and a demon have a baby together, and that baby's force escapes from heaven and gets lodged into Jesse Custer, this preacher. So it is the most violent, most malevolent, like God can't control it, nobody can control it. It's the craziest thing on the planet, and Jesse Custer has it. Everyone's out to get him. Everyone wants him. Angels are coming, the Santa killers, like God sent a killer to come kill him. It's super crazy stuff. You got vampires, you got Tulip, who's like a crazy southern lady. It's a road trip about... man, I can't even explain it, dude. It's crazy. It is so crazy. It's really good. The reason it's good is because Garth Ennis knows how to swear really well. If you've ever read a Garth Ennis comic, that dude... There's a character named Arseface in this comic, guys.
Yes.
A kid, he tried to commit suicide with a shotgun, and it didn't work, and he survived. And his face literally looks like an asshole. It is funny. You can't understand what the kid is saying.
He has a pop figure.
He has... Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, I'm not kidding you. It's real.
So, like...
Yeah.
In the comic,
that up.
you can't understand what he's saying because he talks kind of like this, so every word is kind of like spoken like this in the comic. And in the show, they just give him subtitles.
That's funny.
It is great. He's a great character. It's hard to describe this book without going into like super plot details, but like...
Well, no, go into... So it's road trip...
So the point of the book is to find God. God has gone missing. So everything's in chaos. You got this crazy benevolent spirit... Malevolent?
No, malevolent?
Malevolent? You got this crazy...
Benevolent is good.
Yes, it's you got this force.
You're not lying.
It's not good or bad.
Right. There it is, right there.
There's the Arseface figure. Oh, that's great.
That's what
Look up a picture of the comic. It's hilarious. So they're on a road trip to find God, basically. Because Jesse, he has this power. And he's like, this is a great power, but like, I kind of got to get rid of it. It's kind of bringing a bunch of demons and angels and crazy people to me.
Yeah, I see why. Okay.
Yeah, you see Arseface?
Yeah,
it's a guy with an Arse for his face. Yeah, man. I just really want to talk about this book just for Steve Dillon. Steve Dillon's a great guy. The art. Oh. So Steve Dillon, I think, draws the ugliest people in comics in a positive way. Like, you have comics who, like, everyone in comics is beautiful. Not everyone's beautiful. He draws some ugly-ass people, and he makes them look really good.
He drew Punisher for years.
Yeah, he drew... Oh, man, he makes Frank Castle look like a doofus in a good way. He's like a big macho muscle man. Mm-hmm. That's how I like my Punisher. I don't like him skinny scrawny. Man, this book is crazy. It's... If you like violence, if you like... Okay, if you're religious, don't read this book. It's going to screw you up.
With a title called Preacher, you would think there's like, must be about a preacher or something.
There's a scene where he tells someone to literally go F themselves, and you use the F, so I can't use it. So he said, go F yourself, and he has the power of God, so the guy has to do it.
Oh.
He says, go to hell, someone, and they immediately fall through the floor of hell.
Whoa.
He literally has the power of God, and he does... He puts guns in people's mouths, like cock the trigger, almost pull the trigger, take the gun out of your mouth, and then walk away. He's a good guy too. That's so crazy. He used to be a criminal, and then he wanted to be a preacher because his dad was a preacher. Mm-hmm. He just wants to be a good guy, but he can't because he has the power of God inside of him. And when you're like the Purple Man, you have the power of anything. Like, how do you handle that?
Wait, this is what the Purple Man was saying in Jessica Jones season 1. It's like, I once told a man to do. You can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta. He was talking about. It's like, I gotta really watch what I say.
Yeah.
Or else something bad happens.
I want to bring up the show because I read the book. I reread the first volume because it's like 70 issues. I can't read all that for a book club. But the show is a good representation of that. Mm-hmm. And he uses his voice to be like, hey, preach. Or he tells people, hey, spread the word of God. So how he does that is one guy, he goes and shoots a bunch of people who don't believe in God with a machine gun. Uh-oh. That's smart. That's a cool way to do it. It's really cool, man. It blurs the line between like just nonsense, like crazy, ridiculous, like F-bombs left and right, fist flying, there's vampires who are alcoholics. Like, it's... You read so there are complete collections now. There are 65 issues and then like one miniseries. And it was all collected in the complete collection. Yes, yes. I have the first 4 volumes. Yeah. Have you finished it yet? No. Not yet.
But you have read the first.
No, now that the show is like going up to the comics, like I'm much more interested in rereading it now.
Yeah, because now they started the first volume.
Yeah.
They'll probably start the first volume in the second season.
Yeah. So let me tell you how this comic begins. It begins with Jesse Custer inside his church preaching to the entire congregation, and his power accidentally explodes the church and kills everyone in the church except for him.
Oh, good.
That's how this comic starts. So he's like, oh shit, I should do something about this. So he takes his ex-girlfriend and a vampire and go on a road trip.
Tulip.
Yeah. She's great.
So his ex-girlfriend is a vampire?
No, his ex-girlfriend is also a con lady, but he's also best friends with a vampire. An Irish vampire.
She is played by
Ruth Negga, who was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
She was in Agents
and she's
of
the
S.H.I.E.L.D.
best part of that show.
Two Marvel alums.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dominic. Oh,
Also the King and Queen in Warcraft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I haven't seen Warcraft yet, so I don't know.
It's okay.
It's all right. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yo guys, Preacher's really cool. If you like violence and you love swear words like Garth Ennis. If you like the Punisher, but like a Western Punisher, you should read this book.
So that's this week's book club from Ryan.
If you don't want to read a book, just watch the show, dude. The show is a great representation.
Yeah, so Preacher is our recommendation for this week. Go out, check it out. You can probably buy it at any comic book retailer or bookstore. If you want, there's Earth 2 Comics.
Oh, that's a reputable store.
One in Northbridge and one in Sherman Oaks. If
Preach,
you're in the LA
brother.
area. Both in the LA area if you are there. That's gonna wrap up for this week.
Yo, guys, hold on. I just thought, okay, I got to talk about this thing from Preacher. It's really good.
Oh,
so
wow.
God's missing. So Jesse Custer, in front of his congregation, has this cell phone that like talks to God. It's a direct line. He stole it from an angel, right? So he gets on the line, and then this giant dude, this man appears. He looks like God, the big bushy beard. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "God, what is the answer?" He asks him a bunch of questions. The guy's just like bullshitting him. And then the guy who's God, he's like, all right, I can't do this anymore. God's gone. He pulls his beard off. I don't know what's going on. Everyone up here is going crazy. And and then the TV turns off. And then everyone in the church is just like, what just happened? What just happened? God's gone? And then the church explodes.
That's so dumb.
It's super cool.
That's super cool. I definitely want to check that. I have not read this book yet or
It's really
seen the
great.
show, but I want to check it out. So that's going to wrap up the show this week. Thank you, Ryan.